Hello? Hirona speaking. Is it Miyako?
Bingo.
Miyako.
So, you remember who I am? So I haven't disappeared. I haven't disappeared. Not yet.
Wait, what happened to her finding Kay in a towel in Hiro's apartment? Did she not think they just banged? Does she not care? Why is it even the good moments raise a dozen logical questions? Oh, come on! So where do we start today? Exactly where we left off last time. Himura being a giant dick cheese.
But don't you think...
I told you not to get involved with Chihiro. I also told you to brace yourself if you wanted to be with her.
Hey, Himura, I think you're remembering that wrong. You said those two things in the opposite order. You know, what would have been the least helpful? The opposite of what would have made sense. Here's another reason to hate this guy. As if we needed one. He's pulling an I told you so, when he didn't. If Himura had told Renji not to get involved with Chihiro first, like in the visual novel, and then when Renji decided to do it anyway, told him that he should brace himself for the worst, then this scene would make sense. Instead, he told Renji to brace himself before Renji had any real connection to Chihiro, and when that statement would have had the least possible impact because Renji didn't know about Chihiro's memory defect. Basically, he said this to Renji when he was most likely to disregard it. And then, when it was way too late, he told Renji to not get involved with her. Wow, are you bad at giving advice? Was your goal to make everything terrible? I also have to love the brainlessly chauvinistic implication that Renji is 100% at fault because he got involved with her. What, did Chihiro have no say in the matter? Did she just get dragged along because she's a helpless little woman? Why didn't Himura try to stop her at any point in time? That doesn't count.
And so, with each passing day, her condition will only continue to compound the pain. It's your pain I'm talking about. There's still time. If you want to disappear from her life, now is the time.
This has to be the single most passive-aggressive way to break up a relationship in history. I mean, I hate Kay, but at least she goes head-on for what she wants. This sociopath has apparently been planning this all along, just so he can act magnanimous and appeal to Renji's self-interest as though he actually cares. Well, congratulations, buddy. You've earned this.
That's a huge bitch!
Anyway, we immediately cut to Onumatard cradling a basketball that he presumably stole from school. Wow. Expelled.
Senpai, it's Shindo.
Kei-chan.
I was wondering if we could meet.
And cut! Well, it lasted 3 seconds, so it technically counts as a scene. Good to see the editing is still as crap as ever.
This book. What's the point of reading this?
What the fuck? What the hell did Renji do? How could he possibly have deserved that? What, you couldn't throw it literally anywhere else in your room? You had to hit him square in the face? What an asshole!
That's a huge bitch!
Chihiro.
Do I have to go on with this?
No. Just kill yourself. Here, I got it. Oh, come on! And don't act like Himura wouldn't help. After we see that shit McHugebitch hit Renji hard enough to draw blood, he bleeds a basketball and suddenly we're with Kei and Kyosuke.
Right without my basketball.
What?
How's it going with Hirono anyway?
What do you mean? Hirono and I are like brother and sister. We always have been. There's nothing going on.
What? Did you forget what you said to Miyako?
You told me that I wasn't being totally honest with myself. How's this? I'm in love with... Ever since we were little. I always have been and I always will.
Wow, it's just amazing to watch characters undeveloped before my very eyes. So good.
Did something happen between you and Hirono?
He seems so distant.
Gee, I wonder why.
You're not academic, your grades suck, your personality sucks even more, and if you keep missing classes, you're just asking to repeat a grade.
Look, I'm here, but I can't guarantee I'll stay awake.
Then why even bother? You were going to take a break.
I can't turn down a job like this. If I stop writing, then these jobs will go to someone else.
You're an idiot!
Kei Shindo, the smartest character ever! So anyway, it takes Kyosuke all of 10 seconds to figure out that Kei is in love with Hiro, burying Hiro as a complete moron because literally everybody but him can see the painfully obvious. Speaking of which...
Yoo-hoo, Hirona-kun, long time no see.
What happened to your cell phone?
I switched.
See this phone call?
Subtle. We cut to yet another beach scene where Miyako and Hiro talk about how much their lives suck because they don't have any freedom or whatever. It sucks. Oh no, damn it! Guess I'll go kill myself. No, of course not. Instead...
Will you see only me, no matter what happens?
Yes, only you.
I don't want to disappear from anyone's heart.
So they had sex. Is there a point here? Because I feel like there isn't a point here. You know what? If they're gonna reference Clannad, then screw it, so am I. Last season, I marveled at how Clannad was able to make me fully buy in to how much Tomoya and Nagisa loved each other without ever having them so much as kiss on screen. It was an amazing accomplishment of writing, subtext, and brilliant visual storytelling. Here, I feel nothing. They went from their first kiss to sex that very same night. Talk about lazy writing. But even now, I don't feel like they have an actual connection, like they're built to last. As I said earlier, this show has only given me reasons to believe that this will be an extremely unhealthy relationship. You can't just throw them into bed and unwrite all that. You can't controvert their characters overnight and make me believe they're both fully committed to each other now just because they banged. People go out to bars, get drunk, and have random sex all the time. It means nothing. Nothing!
Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Anyway, we cut to the roof of the church for yet another conversation between Renji and Himura because I guess the art director wanted a really pretty shot.
I'll listen.
There's absolutely no reason for this scene to take place here, so yeah, I guess enjoy that fake sunset.
Why didn't you at least try to keep Chihiro away from me?
I warned you, didn't I?
But if you knew that, then why didn't you do something to stop us?
Maybe I wanted to see what would happen.
There it is! And you heard right! Himura doesn't give a flying fuck about anyone! He doesn't care if one or both of them end up getting hurt or how bad. He just wanted to see what would happen.
Maybe I just wanted to see if you could succeed or not.
No, that's not good enough. You're Chihiro's guardian. It's your job to, safeguard her well-being. Maybe if she was more mature, I could see an argument being made for allowing her more independence, but that's just not the case. In the visual novel, there are numerous references to the fact that Chihiro talks and acts much younger than she actually is. In fact, early on, it makes Renji a bit uncomfortable even though he knows she's the same age as him because her behavior throws off the feelings he's starting to develop for her. That's because, as Himura and Chihiro have explained far too many times, she lost 4 years of her life. Sure, maybe it's unfair, but you can't just let her do whatever she wants. She's still a kid, and that's your job. If she gets involved with some boy, there's a chance she'll end up having sex with him because physically, they're adolescents at high school age. And I don't know why I actually have to say this out loud, but you shouldn't be okay with a 12-year-old having sex. There should be at least some proactive effort on your part to put a stop to it or make sure your voice is heard. Half-heartedly calling out, "Stop," or I'll yell, "Stop" again from the sidelines because you're far more interested in letting her flail about on her own with no ability to engage the world around her on a normal level is like pushing a cripple out of his wheelchair and seeing if anyone helps him back up. You unbelievable bastard.
You know what? He's not even deserving of the title of huge bitch. That's too dignified. He's a bag of rotting, festering ass. So toss him in a dumpster already. He's done.
Renji storms off back to hang out with his source of emotional and physical abuse because I assume he's been completely consumed by self-loathing at this point. They have lunch, hang out at the train station, and I have no way of knowing how much time passes between shots because 13 hours.
These past 4 years, time has stood still for me.
Unless you rememorize things every 13 hours, then you never forget anything ever and... Wait a minute. Have they ever had a conversation that didn't involve Chihiro's memory defect? Is there anything else to her character?
This is an actual question. There is not a single conversation had by Chihiro and Renji in this series that doesn't involve her memory defect in one way or another. Now, you might just say that's inescapable because it heavily defines her life, and that's definitely true, but it's also not what I mean. Her memory defect is explained and or discussed intentionally in every scene between the two that lasts longer than 15 seconds. In fact, all I know about Chihiro at the 3/4 mark of this show is that she has a twin sister, a memory defect, is shy, and wants to write a novel. That's it. There's nothing more to her character. Anyway, a graveyard.
If memories change, would the person change as well?
No, not again! Do they talk about anything else here?
When I lost 4 years of memory.
After the defect fest, Renji runs to the fucking beach again and punches a blob of fractal noise or something while crying about Chihiro's memory, and then we cut to...
I'm going to wake Hiro up.
How did your sandwiches turn out?
Wait, is this...
Perfect, I think.
That's not very encouraging.
Oh my god, let it happen! Please let it happen!
What happened, Kei-chan?
Yeah! Yes! 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 Oh, I'm actually happy about something that happened in the show. I mean, clearly I'm not supposed to be, but man, the only thing that would be better than this is if we cut to like a shot of her crying on the ground or something. You know, it's not too often that I get exactly what I wish for, so I think we're gonna cut it right here. I'll see you guys next time. Be well.
Let it all out.